Hello, welcome to part 3 of my Human Alliance campaign slash playthrough in the Flash strategy game, Warlords 2, Rise of Demons. In part 2, we fought some demons and lost some territory to them because their units are just powerful. We also fought the Orcs of the North and took over all their land and some mountain trolls besides that. And we lost we lost 2 castles to demons. And now we gotta fight the Men of the West. That's who we're gonna fight anyway. We're gonna march on Milan. We took Sinshan away from them in the past, and that refers to one of their regions. So we're gonna fight these spearmen here, deploy swordsmen to counter these soldiers, deploy our swordsmen. What are halberdiers good against? What do we have against halberdiers? Deploy archers. We're gonna try to deploy more units that are better at. Deploy swordsmen here. Deploy swordsmen. Deal with that. Okay, they got ran over. Never mind. And we took out that halberdier with the archer. Play another archer up here to deal with this halberdier. They just move so slow. Use these archers to counter these javelin throwers as well. Maybe they might be good against them. I don't know. There's a mage of some kind. They're going to run into our swordsmen. They're trying to use a fireball on them, but they're too far away, and there they go. They're dead. Those archers are not faring too well against those javelin throwers, so let's use a spearman there. Charge in with the spearman. Oh no, we use a swordsman. Spearman. We have like 10 units we got to keep track of who we're going to deploy that have counters to everything. Well, they can counter some stuff. Deploy a scout there. Deploy a scout to fight against this javelin thrower. And they're trying to throw javelins at the guys. Are we going to get them? We have to get them. Is that enough? Maybe use a halberdier against this guy. Will it work? I don't know. I don't think it did. Deploy a swordsman there. A swordsman here. No, it didn't work. Not on time. Now I have javelin throwers moving forward. Can we kill them, please? They're so fast and throwing. Well, their weapons are so devastating more accurately. Deploy some scouts, possibly. There we go. The scouts are able to get them. Deploy a scout to fight this soldier up there. Deploy swordsmen to take on. Well, deploy archers to take on these halberdiers. Fight them. There's a swordsman. A cavalryman, mounted halberdier, and they took him out. And our archers are able to defeat these enemy soldiers. Deploy another archer down at the bottom. These halberdiers are just weak to arrows all around. Deploy a swordsman there. Swordsman's deployed. And they're fighting them. They find that halberdier, that mounted halberdier. We lost a soldier to a halberdier in general. Deploy a scout to fight this javelin thrower. I'm trying to counter everything as I should. Scouts are good against archers, so I'm thinking they're good against javelin throwers, who are essentially the Men of the West archers. And we have an enemy spearman up there, and that guy got thrown up in the air with telekinesis. Let's use a charge for the King's Guard, if we can get to him. There we are. Charge. There they go. The King's Guard are elite units of the Human Alliance. Here they come. And what are these hammermen good against? They are... I don't know. They're just a melee unit. Not entirely sure. We'll deploy them anyway. And we're fighting these enemy troops. They deploy their swordsmen now, but our King's Guard should be able to go through them. Deploy a few swordsmen here. Fight against these javelin throwers. Deploy a scout. Just sprint forward. Go at them, please. Get them scout. Just charge at them. And our swordsmen have overwhelmed the enemy's lines. And now they're sending out some troops to fight our poor scouts that are trying to fight these enemy javelin throwers, but there being a problem. Deploy these units here. They have a guy that just pushed our guy back, it seems. Just like, he did something. Like, yeah, he's just pushing him back. Kill this guy, please. Kill this swordsman. Get through him. Yeah, he just tossed him up in the air. Throw this swordsman out here. Okay, take care of this guy, please. Guys. Okay, now I just have javelin throwers in that middle row. Deploy a swordsman there. Deploy an archer up here. Deploy an archer up there. Deploy a scout here. That mounted halberdier died to that swordsman, and we're charging forward here with some scouts to get rid of these javelin throwers. Overwhelm them, please. And that swordsman up there is not going to be able. Well, deploy a scout here. No, wrong row. That was accidental. That archer at the top was unable to do anything to that enemy soldier. Deploy a swordsman here. Deploy a swordsman to fight that halberdier. Deploy a swordsman here as well to fight this cavalry. Play another one. Okay, no, they made it through. Deploy a swordsman down there to fight that javelin thrower who's going to be out of range to use their weapon. So they're just going to get killed, really. Deploy a scout. And deploy a scout. Oh, no. Yeah, they're going to fight a unit there. So the enemy troops, some of them are making it through. Deploy some scouts. This is a really hard battle for us. The Men of the West are definitely giving it their all. I think this is like their best defended one of their best defended settlements. Well, regions, provinces, whatever. We already took their capital, I'm pretty sure. So let's now use a charge of the King's Guard to try and push back the enemy here. Here comes the King's Guard. Okay, one of those mages we're gonna get through, but it's whatever. And now they're sending in a mage. Let's send in some King's Guard. They have no javelin throwers here. They have a few of them. No, they don't have any at the moment. We're gonna fight a spearman. That spearman dies, and now we're being force pushed by a enemy soldier. That enemy mage. They have some halberdiers backing them up. That is a problem. And we need to probably send in our own mages if we're going to win this battle with this charge. I want to see them in action to take on the Men of the West mages. Those magic casters are annoying. Now they're charging, but it's going to be too late, I think. We have won. Yeah, it's over. That charge was too late, and we have won and taken this province. And what can our hammermen do? Armed with very large... Oh, they can knock enemies to the ground. So let's buy them maybe... What can we do? Buy a new unit? Do we need a cavalry, or do we buy a mounted halberdier? Thinking. Let's just sail for the Trebuchet and continue. Let's march into Rune, Men of the West territory. Let's deploy a mage once they're ready. Actually, no, we'll just charge them in once they're available. The Men of the West are going to be weaker here than they were in that previous province, and once they lose this area, this region, they will be out of the game. They will have no more places to run to. And we have our troops being assembled. Well, they're gathering up and they're charging. Javelin throwers, send in a scout. Please send in a couple of scouts. In fact, have some of them sprint forward, charge in, or not. One of them can sprint like I wanted them to. Swordsmen got knocked over. They're getting knocked over by enemy cavalry. But they did kill them, though, I think. Yeah, the swordsmen are able to counter. The scouts do counter the javelin throwers of the Men of the West. And let's send in one here. We'll wait for that charge to be over. Kill that one enemy unit. That cavalry is going to get chopped up by our swordsmen. There you go. Send in the scout now. And can we send... Oh, they got ran over. And they died instantly. Great. Send in a scout here. I mean, a swordsman. Dead cavalry. Send in a javelin thrower. At this point, there we go. Send them in. Charge, please. Charge, charge, charge. Kill these javelin throwers. Counter these... Yeah, counter them. Counter them hard. There we go, the scouts are cutting through the javelin throwers, and they're trying to send out spearsmen now. And our swordsmen can deal with the spearmen. Okay, so we're fine with them doing that. Here comes our swordsmen. And do they have any javelin thrower? Okay, they're still deploying them. Deploy scout down here, scout down there. They have... Oh, my goodness, they have javelin throwers there and spearmen. We need to take care of the spearmen, but the javelin throwers are behind them, which is a issue. So take them out, swordsmen, please, or die instantly to them. Those you guys can't get range. And there, come on, chop their heads off. There we go. Send in the scout now. Scout, do your thing. Kill those javelin throwers. There's like 4 of them on this one row. Wow, that's a lot of javelin throwers. And they are really doing all they can to beat us here. Play swordsman on this row. Scout down here. Charge them in. Puts a swordsman up here. Kill this spearman. And that should be... Oh, great. We're sending tons of javelin throwers now. Deploy some spearmen. Kill these swordsmen. There's a javelin thrower. They won't have any range, or they won't have... If we get too close, they won't have any range to us. And we'll just be able to defeat their javelin throwers in close quarters, melee. And yeah, a few of them did get through. Kill these guys, please. Well, yeah, we're losing some ground, I noticed. Fight these guys, though. Kill some of them. We can try to. Okay, they're charging through. Can we do a charge, please? We can with the mages. Once they're available, charge in with mages. And they're using magic. We're going to go lightning bolts everywhere. And back them up with swordsmen before we lose them all. The enemy cavalry is coming in. Oh no, it was maybe a bad idea to use mages for a charge. Yeah, those archmages are called. They might have some problems. Now we have 4 mages left after the initial attack. It may have been a better idea to send in the King's Guard instead. Here we are. We've got to deal with the fact we sent in maybe the wrong unit for a charge. There's some cavalry. They die instantly to a cavalry charge too, so they get countered hard by that. I'm struggling to think, what do we need here? Trebuchet or cavalry? We have laddermen already for sieges. But I know we're going to have to fight more giant demons in the future, because the demons in this game attack you a lot. So send in some mages here. Kill these units. Okay, 1 cavalry got through. Whatever, let's send in some scouts. Some swordsmen are going to fight this mounted spearman. Send in a scout here. Send in a few scouts. They're going to play a javelin thrower. Swarm them with scouts before they become an issue. Now they're going to use mounted spearmen. Swarm them, please. There we go. Mounted swordsman, spearmen, they're going to fight our guy. He gets... Well, we lost a swordsman, or he got knocked down, I think. Deploy another swordsman. There we go, those spearmen, if they can gain momentum, they're not that good. Deploy more units. Deploy more spearmen. And deploy scouts now. Okay, they're just doing nothing but send out mounted spearmen. That is a actual spearman. Don't run into those spearmen on the infantry version of spearmen. Yeah, that scout's dead, unfortunately. So send out a swordsman here to counter the spearmen. And we're just using swordsmen to counter spearmen and mounted spearmen at this point. We do pretty good at it, honestly. It takes about 2 of them to get the kills we need. And I had a notification pop up. I can't do nothing about that, sorry. It just, a little noise. It just came up, it was a Windows notification. And that is done. Final war here. We're going to win this battle. And let's win here, please. Win the battle. And we're going to win this fight. There we are. Dead horsemen. Dead archers. I mean, dead spearmen. Send out a scout. And we had one unit get cut down. Okay. And we have another unit that got shot. Well, I got knocked over. Let's use a Kingsguard charge now to fight these cavalry, who's going to knock our units back. They're going to run through our lines, because they just knocked back everyone. Even though the fact they would get demolished, they would have just not done that. So here they are, trying to charge us down again. We have a victory, though, so whatever. I think we had time over, and we won because of that. We have gold. Now, what do we do? Do we get a mounted unit? We could. Let's get a mounted spearman. I don't need the trebuchet, so let's get upgraded units. Let's get upgraded mounted spearman. Let's get this guy. Okay, we can't get him anything. Can we get the hammerman anything? No, we have no gold for upgrading these units, unfortunately. So actually, let's just continue on and push into the land of the Orcs of the South, Barak, which is protected by a bunch of spearmen, swordsmen, axe throwers, and long swordsmen, it seems. So here comes our units now. We're going to overwhelm the Orcs of the South like we did to the Orcs of the North, and our troops are moving in. Our swordsmen are. We have mounted spearmen available. We can use them at some point. I'm hoping that the mounted spearmen will be effective against demons once we armor them up. And we're going in with our swordsmen. They're able to counter most of anything the enemy has, maybe except for the axe throwers, who are the special ranged unit for the Orcs of the South. We use our spearmen. No, that's the wrong unit. We use our swordsmen to fight these long swordsmen. What are they vulnerable to? I don't know, really. I think they're like samurai. They have samurai. I'm not sure. Yeah, they have samurai as a melee unit. They're like a special long weapon, long swordsman type unit. Deploy a swordsman up there. Kill them. It takes 2 swordsmen to kill them. Deploy a swordsman here. Deploy a swordsman here if we can have the time. Deploy a swordsman. Swordsman deployed. Kill these guys, please. Kill these spearmen at the top. And they're charging in with a few swordsmen. Deploy this guy. Deploy him. Deploy them. There we go. Knock them back. Send them back. We defeated those samurai there. And the Orcs of the South are really trying here. They're sending in a lot of troops, and we've got to get through them. They have some axe throwers. We're going to have to use scouts on to defeat. Kill this guy here. Made a few units fall to a samurai. Will this be enough to do damage to him? No, I don't think it will be. Okay, he's going to run through our lines anyway. Doesn't matter. Send in a scout here. Scout, go forward and kill the enemy ranged troops. There is a samurai. Get this spearman first. And the enemy is being a nuisance with this samurai. They're very good, honestly. Very high damaging unit. Decapitate one of my soldiers to play another swordsman. What can counter them? Archers? We need archers for them, maybe? We could just use archers to fight them, because our swordsmen aren't cutting it seems. Send out some swordsmen to fight these spearmen at the bottom. That's done. Send out some more swordsmen at the top now. They defeated those enemy troops. Let's deploy the King's Guard. Now our elite troops, they're armored up. Charge. There they are. And they're charging in. We should overwhelm the enemy here. Deploy these swordsmen to back up. Well, one swordsman to back up our King's Guard, who are able to 1v1 a enemy samurai who aren't very armored. And let's back these units up. Back up these King's Guard in their advance. Let's send out a mounted spearman just to see what they can do shortly. And it will take some time to deploy them, but we can do it. Let's use them here. They're going to run to those enemy spearmen. And there we go at the bottom. And they didn't get there in time. Now they're charging. They're using their spearman charge, which is not going to be very effective because our swordsmen crush their spearmen. Here comes all of our swordsmen now. Just standard deployment. We have a charge ready though. Let's send out the hammermen just so I can see what they can do. Deploy them now. They're supposed to be able to knock back units. I think they're a special Human Alliance only unit. Here they come. Let's watch them knock back that spearman up there at the top nearly. And okay, can he get the move then? Can he get it? Okay, he didn't really knock him back like I thought he would, but oh, he did knock down that. One of them knocked down that samurai. But they aren't really, they just sort of buy time, honestly. They're not really armored up. And I'm not sure how effective they are at actual damage dealing. So let's kill this samurai. Now they can take out enemy spearmen. There we go. Take out one of them. Send out more of these troops. armor up the mounted spearmen and armor up the hammermen, just so they can do some damage and knock back the enemy troops. And here we are with our swordsmen. They're on their way to defeat these spearmen there. Now let's send out some scouts now, or not. Actually, no, never mind. Send out some swordsmen here. Yeah, it is a swordsman. Swordsman to fight these axe throwers, and these spearmen. Fight a spearman up here. You're trying to get through. Fight a spearman in the middle. They're just sending out nothing but spearmen at this point. They're very annoying. Let's deploy more swordsmen. You know, I'm glad we can counter them pretty easily. We have a charge ready. Let's send out. The charge is ready. Let's send out the King's Guard. King's Guard are on their way. Our elite troops. There goes the finest units the Human Alliance can field, essentially. Well, as far as melee infantry goes. And there they are. They're charging in. King's Guard are going to do a lot of damage. We have one, so that's over. Can we get some upgrades now? Let's upgrade the Hammerman helmet, upgraded armor, and now we have to do for now. So let's go back here. We'll deploy them in the next battle. We have a battle section is under attack by the High Elves. The High Elves are going to be sieging us. Oh no. So let's deploy some swordsmen. They have laddermen and everything like that. So they have spearmen coming in. I thought only the demons could attack you in this game in terms of taking capitals and such. I guess not. But here comes our swordsmen to fight these spearmen. They'll be able to counter them, hopefully. These are the elves. Well, the night elves, I think. Whatever, we're going to beat them back, though. Crush them, please. Our swordsmen are able to do a lot of damage to them. There is a siege machine of some kind. Send out a scout to do a lot of damage to it. Hopefully that will be enough to defeat it. Just push it back. Get out of here. And there is a Farseer, a magic caster belonging to the High Elves. Well, Night Elves. So here comes some scouts to deal with them. They did a lot of damage to them. Those scouts are useful at taking out ranged units. Let's send out some units here to fight that ranged unit now. There's a whirler, and they're trying to do damage to our walls at this point. Okay, get one shot. That's not good. Send out a spearman, though. Fight that guy. Can we use cavalry? Would cavalry be better, maybe? Let's send out cavalry in a second once it's available to us. Okay, it's dead. Never mind. Send out a mounted spearman to fight this whirler, though. Knock him back. Okay, that was enough. Send out a swordsman up here. Fight these no, scouts. So send out scouts to fight these Farseers. Scout, go. Deploy troops to kill these enemy units. Okay, one guy got turned against us. It's whatever, though. And one guy got telekinesed up in the air. Great. So send out a scout up here. Okay, they're dead. Send out swordsmen up here to fight these units that want to get over our walls. Laddermen, they're laddermen. Fight these spearmen. Some guy got blasted away. Okay. Send out swordsmen to fight these spearmen, Deploy units here. Deploy a scout to fight this enemy unit. Charge. There we go. Run down that enemy mage. Farseer, magic caster. They're deploying a lot of war machines now. Let's send out a cavalry unit. There they go. Is it the right row even? No, it is not. Great, so that's awkward. So let's send out another unit here. Cavalry, go. Destroy those siege engines. Run them down. Just do damage to them before they can really do damage to us. Just run them down at all costs. There they are. We're going to run them down. And they're cutting through those siege engines very well, actually. And are they deploying assassins, I think they are? I don't know what they are entirely, but we'll send out swordsmen to deal with them. A couple of swordsmen, probably. That siege engine's going to be gone, though. And yeah, one of them got knocked out, but the other one killed our poor guy. Send out a cavalry here. Cavalry's going to go out here. Run down that enemy siege engine, so there's a couple of them there. Can we get a charge going, please? We need to deal with these whirlers, who are a big nuisance for us. How did he hit us with whatever? Magic. Annoying magic. Here they come. They're charging forward. Take care of them. Fight them. Laddermen charging in. We have some spearmen at the walls. Deploy some spearmen to cut them down. And we'll get rid of them, hopefully. Okay, one of them did get in our base, and we have a little bit more time to go until we win. Officially, okay, that guy's trying to be an assassin-type guy. He cut down one of our... Well, he's just running through our units. Now he's at our gates. He got into our base. There's a ladder there. I didn't realize that. Okay, and one enemy also got into our base again. Can we get a charge, please? A charge would be great. Unless they charge us, then that would be really bad. And they have spearmen here. Our swordsmen at the top are going to fight that whirler. I think they're called. They're going to use an obelisk in the field. And do we have to deploy more spearmen, probably? We need to sell out one of our units to get a better siege unit. Trebuchets. Factions and races in this game seem to have, special siege units. What a second tier of siege units anyway. Like, we have trebuchets, but the high elves, night elves, whatever they have, obelisk. We gotta keep that in mind. Deploy cavalry here. Can we get a cavalry charge? That would be great. Enemy cavalry is approaching. I mean, enemy melee units. We're trying to cut down that siege engine to get it to stop functioning. And send out these human swordsmen there. Here they are on their way. And they're getting there. And they're marching out. They're going to do some damage. March out units here. There's a mage. Send out troops to stop the mage. We just got to hold the line and buy time. They're doing some damage to us. Send out some scouts at this point, honestly, just to push them back. They're really overwhelming us now. We can't get a charge out. We need a charge so badly. Can't get one, though. And the battle is nearly over. Will we hold out long enough to survive? I don't know. But they're going to get over our walls at the rate we're going. And we got to stop them. We got to hold this place. Hold the line. Men, hold the line for a human alliance. We need a little bit more time. And they're doing some damage to our poor swordsmen who are trying to defend the citadel here. They're going to play a ladder. Fight that ladderman, please. We're going to win now. Yes, we do, in fact, win now, as long as we did. We can't really push them back. We just have to let the battle be won with a timeout, time over, or whatever. We did win. We got some gold. Let's upgrade our mounted whatever. Can we upgrade these laddermen, maybe? Upgrade them. We don't have to get trebuchets if we do that. Can we upgrade archmages anymore? No, they're already upgraded as much as they can be. Upgrade the mounted spearmen then, I guess. Give them upgraded shields, helmets, and toughened armor. Then we're going to get them upgraded armor. So let's continue now. We're going to push into the land of the Orcs of the South even more. Let's go into Nartoth, it's called, their capital. We're sending out swordsmen, and we're going to back up these swordsmen with laddermen eventually. Send out 2 swordsmen, then send out a ladderman to back them up for the siege. There we are. So let's send out more swordsmen here. They're going to keep deploying swordsmen for whatever reason. Cut down their spearmen. There we go. Yeah, they're deploying a lot of spearmen up here for a reason. I'm not entirely sure why. So we're going to get through them. Our laddermen may die. They have a magic caster. Yeah, they put a magic caster here. And that ladderman is going to die. We need to really dominate their defenses here. Win a battle. A unit has been sent back to fight us. Great. So let's send out a swordsman to fight them. Or not. Just ignore them. Send out a ladderman, though, along the lines. We're overwhelming these enemy troops in the center. For the most part, they're going to send out a samurai very soon. They just sent one out there who's going to kill a couple of our laddermen, probably. Kill these enemy troops. If not, or maybe not, I don't know what they'll do. Our swordsmen are fighting other swordsmen. There's a sword, yeah, that magic caster of the Orcs of the South is dead. We are still cutting through the center. Can we get a ladderman out there now? He died last time, that's why we can't really get him there. Like 1 or 2 samurais going to cut through our men. Oh well. Cut him down, please. There we go. And let's push more in the center. We're pushing more in the center. Let's send out troops here. Send out a ladderman, maybe. There we are. They have axe throwers. They call it enchanters. That's what their magic casters are referred to as. And here comes our swordsmen now. They're on their way. And they're getting there. They have an enchanter, but it wasn't enough for them. They're going to kill our ladderman, though. We have a charge ready, though. Charge in with our King's Guard. And they should tank a lot of damage, hopefully. If one of them doesn't get turned back by an enchanter, forced to change sides. Okay, he changed sides because he got enchanted. And he lost his upgrades because of that, I think. Which, whatever. Okay, just abandon that line, then send out laddermen, though. A lot of laddermen. Laddermen to the top and laddermen to the south. There we are. They're on their way. We do probably need to get trebuchets. I might have to sell a unit to get that, though. We're going to sell halberdiers, maybe? We're not really using halberdiers. We may sell the halberdiers. Okay, we have spearmen charge at this point. And they're not going to get very far, frankly. They did not get very far at all. One of them's going to get cut up. And we have laddermen trying to get to the walls. A few of them are going to make it. One of them isn't. And we have made it. Got up 2 ladders now. Yeah, we're definitely going to sell the halberdier. We're not really using them anyway. They have an enchanter up there. Send out some swordsmen to kill that samurai. Kill this enchanter with a scout. There we go. Scout, do your thing. Oh, I think the ladderman killed them, actually. And one got enchanted on the other team. Okay. Well then. Let's use another charge with some hammermen, maybe. Will they be of any use? Not entirely sure. But charge them in. They'll just knock back the enemy if they can run into them. We killed an enemy enchanter. We have hammermen charging in. But yeah, I'm definitely going to sell the halberdiers after this battle. We need to get trebuchet available to us. And we're going to push back these samurai, knock them back. I don't know if they'll kill them, at least knock them back. Just knock him back. There we go. Kill that spearman maybe at the top there. Might be enough. I don't know. The hammermen are at least annoying the enemy. I will say that. They are doing that. So back them up with spearmen, even swordsmen even more. Push through here. Put down more ladders probably. And yeah, we need more ladders at the top especially. And yeah, ladder on that second row at the top. And a ladder on the bottom here. And another ladder here. And those hammermen really did cut through the enemy lines. Just smashed them out of the way. They're huge hammers, those war hammers. We've lost those hammermen to a swordsman at the bottom.
Victory is
okay,
ours.
we have victory, never mind. We have one, and now let's sell off these. Can we sell off the no, we start off with the halberdiers, what am I saying? We need to sell off someone. Who do we sell off, though? I mean, we've upgraded everything except scouts. We need scouts. They're clearly a big part of our lineup. I would sell off halberdiers, but I don't think I'm able to. I don't use them at all, though, so that's awkward. Okay, I don't know. Can we make it without trebuchets? I'm not entirely sure. We might have to sell off someone, but we've invested so much into all these units, it might not be worth it. I don't think I'm going to bother now, actually, now that I think about it. Get some upgraded armor for these spearmen, get some more armor. And the hammermen and the spearmen are now fully upgraded, so are archmages and King's Guard. And all we need to upgrade now is the, for our units we bought anyway, not the ones we started off with, we need to upgrade the laddermen and the scouts. Let's continue our attack. We have defeated all of the orcs of the south nearly. We've got to fight for Aragas at this point. And they have axe throwers, they have spearmen, they have axemen, and they have, I think, halberdiers. Here comes our swordsmen, though. They're going to hopefully overwhelm the enemy. Overwhelm the enemy, please, guys. That's all you got to do. Just do your thing with the swords. My well-armored swordsmen. They're getting into the fight. The fray now. Those swordsmen are being, those axemen are being an issue, though. Let's send in some troops. We're going to probably use a mounted spearman charge, just so I can see what they're capable of in large numbers. To probably just knock everyone back, honestly. And yeah, we got to deploy scouts to deal with those annoying axe throwers. Scout, go in, please. Kill them. Use your range, your speed. Cut through them. Or just run through them, or attempt to run through them. Yeah, okay, that works, I guess. So send out more swordsmen here. Overwhelm the enemy. Kill more of them. And that spearman at the bottom is going to be dead there. What are axemen vulnerable to? Not entirely sure. So send out some swordsmen, I guess, because it worked in the past. Send out an archer up here. Archer on this row. Yeah, there we are. Archer. Send out an archer up here as well. Archer to fight that axeman. Just more archers. We have a charge ready. Let's use the mounted spearmen. Once they're available, it'll take some time to deploy them because they just have a long time to be deployed. Charging with the cavalry now. Here comes the mounted cavalry. They got all the upgrades we can get them. They should just run through the enemy, frankly, with their speed, and they did. They did indeed run through them hard. And the orcs of the south are now going to lose even harder than they were earlier. I think they were anyway. And we got to push back the enemy at the bottom, and at the top we have some archers that are going to cut up, probably because they're going to get stabbed by those spearmen. We have halberdiers now. The orcs of the south are deploying more halberdiers. And there we are. We're pushing back the enemy where we can. And we're doing whatever possible we can do to defeat these axe throwers that are a big nuisance. They're like spearmen, but they throw them faster. And I think javelin throwers are like archers. They effectively serve the role of archers the men of the West had them. They do more damage, but their time they use let's say this. They take longer to throw their weapons, but they do more damage, possibly. So let's defeat these axe throwers at the bottom. Cut them down. Chop, chop, chop. Send out some more swordsmen, please. More swordsmen. Get rid of them. Send out a scout. Now we have a charge ready. Let's send out the mounted spearmen to end this battle. And charge is ready to deploy. There we go. Knock those halberdiers back. Is that one in the middle going to die? Maybe he will. Yes, he did die. That just goes to show you how well halberdiers they can beat back the forces of beat back cavalry anyway. 2 halberdiers can kill 1 spearman, mounted spearman, even though they're fully armored up and they have all the upgrades. And let's push here. We're gonna win. We have 1 more unit that needs to get through. They have a spearman charge. Okay, we may not win right now actually, because they're using this tactic. And our swordsmen are gonna fight some of the spearmen. They did a little bit of damage there. They did gain some momentum back, but it's not gonna be enough, I think. Let's defeat these spearmen. They're still deploying tons of them, but they just get countered so hard by our swordsmen. They'll probably just use the King's Guard for a charge this time, just so it can be a big push for us. Charge in with the King's Guard. Are you ready? There we go. King's Guard are moving in. And that would be all that we need to probably win, honestly, if they all make it to the end, or at least a few of them make it to the end. And the Haldir is trying to fight off the Kingsguard. It's not going to be enough. Here comes the humans. Human Alliance is going to make it over there on the right side with 3 swordsmen. And we have 1. I'm going to end part 3 of my Human Alliance campaign playthrough in Warlords 2 Rise of Demons here. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.